And good morning. Welcome to the program here today at the races at Laurel Park. Live here at Laurel Park today at the races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stanton Salter along with our odds maker Keith Fustel. The sun is out. It's a clear day. It's a little chilly, but there's no moisture, no dampness in the air. It's a bright Saturday winter day here at Laurel Park. Nice 9-race card for you, including 3 carryovers. And we have all kinds of action here for you today. But real quick, it's a big day of horse racing everywhere. And a lot of horses with Laurel Park ties, horses that are stabled here, horses that have won here. They're taking center stage on some big stake races down there at Gulfstream Park today in the Grade 2 Forward Gal and also in the Grade 3 Withers up there at Aqueduct. Our Cal Lynch trained horse right here at Laurel Park, Ella Reeve. He's your 6 of 5 favorite up there in a major Triple Crown prep race to Withers.
Yeah, Trevor back up to ride him. Trevor been busy. He was down in Florida yesterday. Saw him get a winner late in the card, but back up to New York for Ella Reeve, pulling for him. Hopefully he can run another bang-up race.
Yeah, good luck to Trevor and Cal Lynch, all the connections of Ella Reeve. He's a stakes winner here at Laurel Park. A bunch of horses at Laurel Park down at Gulfstream today. 2 horses from Laurel Park in the Grade 2 Forward Gal down there. They also have a major Triple Crown prep, the Holy Bull down there at Gulfstream. So we'll have all the simulcast action for you available at Laurel Park. Santa Anita, as always, the great race place with some big stakes races today. So a big day of horse racing all over the country today.
I hope you came with pockets full, you know, and hopefully for my sake the ATM machine is reloaded and because I'll probably make a visit or 2 today as well, hopefully. Now hopefully we don't have to get to that point.
I'm actually cutting out at a little early today. I'm leaving at 4 o'clock today, heading across the Bay Bridge to the Kent Island Volunteer Fire Department. They have a nice banquet hall there at the Kent Island Volunteer Fire Department. The Standardbreds Awards Banquet is tonight, so I'm going out there for that. But then I might be coming back here tonight because we have a nice little party here tonight. We'll get to that, but real quick, the big party here at Laurel Park is the touchdown at Laurel Park for the big game tomorrow. You know what big game I'm talking about. Jailbreak Brewing Company will be here. Game day buffet starts at 4 o'clock. This is going to be on the 2nd floor of the clubhouse in the new fabulous sports bar up there. They have 93 high definition TVs up there. The game day buffet will start at 4 o'clock. $15 for that. You can't beat it. All your football favorites made with Jailbreak beer. Raffle prizes drawn each quarter. Free raffle ticket with the purchase of a Jailbreak beer or buffet. Beer specials offered. You're going to have Jailbreak flights with seasonal favorites and giveaways. A phenomenal menu for the big party here for the big game tomorrow at Laurel Park.
Looking forward to that. I hope they have a really, really big turnout and really, maybe get some newer fans as well. Some people who might have heard of that, some patrons of Jailbreak, come on over and see what we have to offer on that 2nd floor. Should
be a great party. I'm going to have to check with Mario Vergi and Jack Harmon, see what kind of action I can get on the big game tomorrow, see if there's any pulls flying around. But lots going on this weekend, so that's the big party tomorrow. Lots going on today. We have the Cure the Winter Blues Handicapping Tournament starts today. This starts today, goes until the end of March. $2,500 grand prize plus weekly prizes. It's free to register. You have to be a premier player. Go to the Guest Services Center in the Laurel Park Grandstand. It's a pretty cool handicapping tournament.
Yeah, that's something. It's a great prize, $2,500 grand prize. I had one of my buddies text me last night about a horse who's saying, hey, this is a tough card to get it started with, trying to come up with a couple winners. So, it's a February 4th, March 25th, not a really extended, contest, but it's tough. I mean, you got to be on your game to come out on top for the Cure the Blues tournament.
And they put the weekly standings in the program, so some cool action. Go to Guest Services today to sign up for the Cure the Winter Blues Handicapping Tournament. Also tonight, if you have a big day at the track, we have the Salchata Love Affair with red and black attire. I saw Tim Lucius earlier today. He has his red and black on. All the women will be dressed up in their red and black attire. This is tonight, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. The action really gets heated up at around 10, 11 p.m. I hear I might have to come back from Kent Island and check out this salsa dance tonight. It's in Laurel Park's Terrace Dining Room. Let's see, $15 for lessons and dance. If you just want to dance only, it's $10.
Yeah.
Salchata Love Affair tonight. You going to hang out for this?
I will not be able to, I don't think. If I did, I might come back tomorrow black and blue. The old lady might give me a beating. We'll see.
All right, so big party here tonight. And speaking about big days here at Laurel Park, biggest day of the winter coming up 2 Saturdays from now. It's the Sprint Fest Winter Carnival at Laurel Park Saturday, February 18th, 850,000 in stakes races featuring the Grade 2 Barbara Fritchie and the Grade 3 General George. We'll have ice carvings, ice bar, ice wall, and carving demo, a free Maryland Jockey Club travel tumbler. You're excited about this. You might take it to the
the
games
during the springtime. Absolutely.
So with a program purchase while supplies last, you get a free Maryland Jockey Club travel tumbler, buffet in the terrace dining room, 12 to 4, $32 a person for that. We'll have the Winter Kids Corner with an icy photo op, all kinds of action, including some great racing action. Will be the big game in the country Saturday, February 18th out here for the Sprint Fest Winter Carnival. The Barbara Fritchie General George, 2 historic races. They've been won by some of the top sprinters in the country.
Absolutely, and still waiting on Paige McKinney. Not sure which way he's going to go.
All right, of course,
might see him in the George.
The 7-year-old Paige McKinney, he was back in action earlier this year. We'll see if he makes it. He's the defending champion for that Grade 3 General George. All right, the biggest day of the year, always the third Saturday in May at High Hope, Pimlico, the second jewel of the Triple Crown, the People's Race, the People's Party. That's the 142nd Preakness Stakes. This year it'll be Saturday, May 20th. Don't forget the day before is our second biggest day of horse racing in the year, the Black-Eyed Susan. Of course, we have the Pimlico Special that day. So get your tickets now. You can get 2-day tickets for the Black-Eyed Susan in the Preakness. Go to Preakness.com for all your tickets and information about this year's 142nd Preakness Stakes at Pimlico. Triple Crown season has started. You have the Holy Bull down at Gulfstream today. Big races out at Santa Anita. The Withers, of course, up at Aqueduct with Ella Reed. Triple Crown season is here. You ready?
It's serious. Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. Every year.
All right, let's check out the live racing action here today at Laurel Park. Some nice carryovers. The Rolling Super High 5, that'll start race 5 today. We've had some scratches in the first 4 races, so the Super High 5 will start race 5 today, and there's a nice carryover waiting for you there, a little over 2,500. That's a small playable field there in race 5 for that Super High 5 carryover. Rainbow Pick 6, a little over 800 starting in race 4. Then the big carryover today also starting in race 5. The late Pick 5 with that industry low 12% takeout, a little over 3,500. This should be played pretty heavily today, I bet.
And it ain't easy either, Stan. I've got a ticket, and like yesterday, that middle Pick 4, I wish I would have just pumped it up a little bit more. 7,000 that thing came back. Was very havable, that middle Pick 4, yeah. You know, looking at my top 4 selections, you go together. Now, that would have been a $128 ticket, but we really liked visual effect and some promises on the back end of that ticket. But, yeah, great payouts here with those Pick 5s.
All right, try to catch some prices. We had Kimber Goodwin, my co-host, in the afternoon. She had a big price yesterday. Dr. Bolt from Marco Salazar, a nice $29 winner with Laura Lee Glazier aboard. So let's take a look at the conditions today. We'll be on a fast main track. It's a bit chilly being in the 30s, but the sun is out. It's dry. There's no dampness in the air. Come on out here. We have some good specials in Tips and Tycoons and the Garden Terrace for you. 38 and sunny. There you go. That's what we like. 38 and sunny. Perfect winter day here at Laurel Park.
Saw the water trucks actually going around today. You know, don't see that too often this time of year. Maybe tightening things up a little bit. See how that plays as the card progresses.
All right, let's get right to it here in the opener. Race 1 kicks off the early Pick 5. Both Pick 5s with that low 12% takeout, mandatory payout on the early Pick 5. I have a ticket, an affordable $30 play for the early Pick 5. Let's take a look here. My best bet of the day. Hopefully my best bet runs better than that Jacobson best bet I had yesterday. Saratoga Heater, ice cold yesterday. Let's see if I just want to win. A 4-time winner from 7 starts here at Laurel Park. Won last time. First off the claim for Jonathan Maldonado with Julian Pimentel. Pimentel back aboard today. So I'll key on the 4. I just want to win. 8-5 here in the opener. That's my best bet and key horse for this early Pick 5. Going 3 deep in the second race, 2 deep there in race 3. Race 4 is a tricky maiden race with a bunch of first-time starters. I'll go 5 deep in that race, and then just 2 horses there in race 5. So let's take a look here at the opener. Philly Mares claiming 5,000. Haven't won 2 in 6 months. Never won 5. Going 6 furlongs, and here's my best bet. You're trying to beat this filly, 8-5 favorite, and the deserved favorite as well. She's a horse for course here at Laurel Park. A sharp win first off the claim for the new barn last out.
Yeah, she was against the bias December 11th, the day she was claimed. The connections waited the amount of time, brought the horse back at the level. up the inside, never really looked like a loser. Always looked like a winner last time out. Snuck up the inside, had something a little left in the tank. I think we have video. Do we have video that
we
race?
Do. Yes,
yeah,
we do. That's
of that race on
take a look
January
here.
16th. And you see, I just won one was just off the pace, a length and a half off the leader. Cyndia, who was bet down quite a bit in that race, but just poised off a three-way, kind of a pace scramble past a 3/8 pole when the hole opened up the inside, which a lot of riders have avoided. The inside hasn't been the best part of this racetrack. You've heard us time and time again on this show say it, but boy, she asserts herself when put to solid urging there by Julian Pimentel, and she kicks clear in mid-stretch, widens a little bit to the wire. Jock put the whip away late, and anything close to this performance now, I don't know if she's going to be as close to the lead today. We'll see. She is sharp. I just want to win. I think she's best with running at a target two back. We talked about that. She was dueling against the worst part of the racetrack. Now, out with Big Daddy, the 5 stands awfully quick, but she just appears to be going the wrong direction. But I do think she's going to sprint away. We'll see if that takes a little bit of the starch out of the run of the favorite, because if it does, I worry about the 6 Convoy Area, who comes back out of an open $6,000 race, second off a little bit of a layoff. Mary Deadly with this kind of a move, and I expect a stronger rally from the 6 Convoy Area.
All right, so we both like the 4. I just want to win. I respect the 6. I'll use the 6 in my top 3. I'm going to throw the 3. Southern Peach. Looks like this horse is 6-year-old mare going in the right direction for the Hall of Famer King T. Leatherberry. Cowboy Steve Hamilton having a nice meet. Hamilton was aboard for the win. Last out at the non-winners of a race in 6 months. Now stepping up to the next condition. This mare is 4 for 8 in the money here at Laurel Park with that last win. Get a nice square 4-1 there on the 3 Southern Peach.
Absolutely. She's going to have to improve a little bit. I also am going to throw the 7 into the mix for Annette Eubanks of Barn going that well. She's kind of an in and out, Stormy Mama kind of a horse. She fits, though, with this level.
And Laurel Lee Glazier will be giving the horse a good ride.
Yep.
Laurel Lee Glazier with that nice win yesterday on Dr. Bolt. So nice beaten nickel there in race 1 to kick off that early pick 5. Race 2, no super high 5 here in the first 4 races. That carryover will start race 5, but race 2 does kick off the early pick 4. This is a maiden claiming $40,000 for 3-year-old fillies going 6 furlong scratch. The 2 out of this race, and my price play of the day here, while you like the horse as well here, 12-1. We might not be knocking the odds down here a little bit, but rightfully so. 3-year-old filly by Jumpstart, leading sire here in the Mid-Atlantic area. The dam was only 1 for 16, just made $12,000, but she's been a solid producer. This filly is a half sister to Escrow Kid, who made over $500,000. Escrow Kid was trained by Carl Duran. You get a nice outside draw. Javion Toledo aboard. Horse been working well up there at Fair Hill. Toledo and Duran, they popped at a big price before you see in the jockey trainer stats. This mare's also thrown a couple other foals that have made over $100,000.
It's a little tricky stretch of races where we've got 3 morning line favorites scratched.
Right.
Off of these races 2, 3,
Two-
and 4.
yeah,
So you've
two-
got to
two,
be
3 to 5. Yeah,
with 3 to 5, all these odds are going to come down considerably. Just like you said, Stan, I like the breeding on this horse. I think he's going to be capable to go early. A full brother, DT Goody, was 3 for 9. One going long, did best work going long. But looking at this field, suspect, question marks abound. Carl Duran can strike at a price. We know that. Also, take a look at the breeding of the 4 Loves Legend. Out of an unraced mare, but full to Spartianos, who we've seen run around here, who was good on dirt and turf. Topped out at 85 on the dirt. Got a trainer who's just going great guns right now, and this horse is going to be live, I'm sure. So, yeah, take the shot with the firsters, 7 and 4.
All right, 7-4. I like it. Some nice breeding there, and the 6 I'll throw in the mix. Everybody likes a good filly from Baltimore Street, right? Horacio Caramanos aboard for Dove Houghton there.
You haven't spent any time down there, have you?
No, stay away from that place.
All right.
Stay away. All right, let's turn the page here. Race 3, claiming 16,000 filly and mares, never won 2 lifetime, going 7 furlongs here. And I'm going to go with the 3 on top, My Adeline for Mary Epler, a sharp maiden win back in October. Mary Epler claimed the filly that day, gave her a little freshening. She came back late December, a good second at this level, going a mile. I love the little cutback to 7 furlongs today. You get Caramanos, one of the main riders for this barn. We were both going with the 3 on top here.
Yeah, in race 3, scratch the 4 Jazz Jewel, scratch the 6 to 5 morning line favorite. CJ's Fire. Scratch the 4, scratch the 6 out of race 3. I agree, Stan. The turn back in distance could be the key. They claimed this horse, waited a little bit, was patient, ran the horse back at a mile. Moving back to 7 could be just what the doctor ordered. Not a lot of speed in this race. Maybe Katie's Caddy goes on the engine. Sazerac Girl, she seems like a little bit of a deeper closer. I think My Adeline will be fairly close today. We saw this work yesterday with visual effect for trainer Mary Epler, the turn back in distance.
A cold 3.752 super effective punch for us both there in race 3.
Yeah, I think Irish Inspired trainer does well. I think a horse later in the card, turning back sprinter routes, Michael Gorham does well. I expect a little bit more run out of Irish Inspired. Improvement expected today.
All right, let's get a quick commercial break. We have 2 more carryovers to show you. The Rainbow Pick, no, make that 3 more carryovers to show you. Rainbow Pick 6 over 800 starting in race 4. Then starting race 5, late pick 5 today over 3,500. Also, the Rolling Super High 5 will start in race 5, $2,500 plus carryover in that Super High 5 starting race 5. We'll tell you about those when we come back.
The all-new Laurel Park is beyond your expectations. Feel the anticipation.
Is this long shot?
Witness the speed. Experience the thrill.
Welcome back. We're live here at Laurel Park with today at the races presented by Fidelity First, Stan Salter, Keith Few. So let's get rolling here with the Rainbow Pick 6 here and starting in race 4. Race 4 also kicks off the middle. Pick 4 paid a big price yesterday. A little carryover today for the Pick 6, a little over $800. We're going 7 furlongs here for race 4. Maiden claiming 40,000 for straight 3-year-olds. And again, scratched the morning line favorite out of this race to 2. Crafty Sam is scratched, so I'm going to end up on a 6-1 shot on top. Probably be bet down a little bit more. There's my Rainbow Pick 6 ticket. I'm going to go 5 deep here in race 4, going 4 deep in the 5th race, 2 deep in races 6 and 7, and then I'll key on Big Louie D off that big effort last out at Parks for trainer John Service, going 3 deep in the finale. So an affordable $48 play for my Rainbow Pick 6 ticket. Thanks, Greg, for putting that one up there. We got some Pick 5s and Super High 5s also in race 5. So I'll go with Big City Blues on top on the outside from the Phil Schoenthal barn by City Zip, who's a major league $50,000 sire. The Dam didn't run, but she's thrown some a couple decent runners, including Gangstress of Love. Might be some Gangstress of Loves at the salsa party later tonight. But Gangstress of Love made over $75,000. I like the outside draw. The barn's going very well right now. Positive ROI with its debut runners.
Yeah, I like this horse definitely. Somewhere in the mix, maybe underneath. I'm going to go with the 5. Tennessee Wildcat. Brothers teaming up. Gory Smith down from Ellery, South Carolina. His brother Hammy Smith, the trainer. By Twirling Candy, a $2,200 bargain buy at Fasig-Tipton in Kentucky back in 2015. I've seen this movie before.
Yeah.
You know, we get these obscurely bred horses, a Tennessee bred. He's running there for 40. I think a little protect move here, some good works. I like the 3/4 work. 7 furlongs, tough distance to get the job done. But I'm sure this horse of season got some good work down at Ellery. Comes back here is working forwardly. I like that 3/4 work. 2 winning siblings. This barn, $3.73 ROI, first-time starters, sprinting on the dirt over the last couple years. This is an angle that works. I know Hammy's horse took a lot of play yesterday. Got a little bit of trouble in the far turn. Dropped to the rail, really didn't kick in. I think this horse is going to be all right, the 5, Tennessee Wildcat.
I respect all that. I use her in the exact. Alex Centron had a big day yesterday, and look at the jockey trainer stats. Centron riding for Hammy Smith here at Laurel Park. They're 24% with a nice positive ROI over $4, or 21% from a bigger sampling at all racetracks. So a hot jockey trainer combo there with the 5 Tennessee Wildcat. I'll throw the 6 in there. First time starter from the Tim Keefe barn. Tim Keefe recently only 8% with the first time starters. However, a nice positive ROI over $3.60. So that's a sneaky good stat. When they win with their debut runners, they pay a nice price. You get Forrest Boyce aboard. This Colts by Dance with Ravens. Good outside draw. The Dam, she made $220,000. She's thrown 3 siblings to Brush Dance that have made over $100,000. So I'll go with the 6 there in my top 3.
Yeah, last Lamster, Bull Age, no suitcases. Horses we've all seen around here we're familiar with. akin to brush dance. This is just a head scratcher of a race. You've got the 3-horse coming in, Buddy Anthony for Gary Contestment Training up in New York, a $57,000 purchase at the 2-year-old sale. Makes this horse a 3/4 to In Hot Pursuit, who was 5 for 15 sprinting, made up about $85,000. Didn't run super fast, got up into the lower 70s, but bred be precocious. Posse, smoke lacking, you see in the breeding. Throwing this horse in, kind of attack mode. You think maybe this horse would have gone maiden special weight, but a Maryland bred trying to get that bonus money.
So it's shipping down from New York, so I respect that horse. The one, A True Gentleman. I don't have it in my top 4, but I'm using on the pick 6 ticket. First time gelding today for trainer Ferris Allen. So race 4 kicks off the pick 6 today in the middle pick 4. 2 carryovers waiting for you in race 5. We kick off the late pick 5. Nice carryover in that, over 3,500 in that late pick 5 with that industry low 12% takeout. Also, the super high 5 starts here in the 5th race, over 2,500 for that carryover. And there you see the pick 5 carryover. This will get played very nicely today. Should be over 20,000 in the pool with that low takeout. We both have tickets, Keith and I. Let's show Keith Fustel's ticket here for the late pick 5 starting in race 5.
I'm trying, Stan. I think I'm going to need more than 48 to get it done. Here's your starter ticket. Add along accordingly. If you'd added yesterday, hopefully you came down with that $7,000 middle pick 4. Starting at 4 deep, 4x4. We're going to single, trying to come up with one single. Visually impressive performance by the 7 Causeys Western in race 7. I'm going to come back with him as a shot. Has a little speed to run out. We're going to see if he can do that. 2 deep in race 8. I think Big Louie D is going to be dangerous. One of your top selections on today's card. Proper Freud comes back to a track he loves for Jacobson. And race 9. Another one, I wish I could have the all button race 9. 3 deep, 1, 4, and 6 for a $48 late pick 5 ticket.
All right, I'll take a stab at it here. $32 ticket for my late pick 5. And again, it's just like you said, a starter ticket. Add to it maybe where you see fit. I'll go 4 deep in race 5 using the 3, 5, 6, 7. Just going 2 deep in races 6 and 7. I'm going to key on the John Service horse in race 8. What a nice 3 other than allowance feature of the day that is. I'll key on the one Big Louie D in race 8, then going 4 deep in the 9th. A $32 play for the late pick 5. Nice carryover, over 3,500 in today's late pick 5. Let's take a look at my super high 5. I don't have a super high 5 ticket. I had one for the 4th, but we had a late scratch. But nice carryover, over 2,500 in race 5 for that super high 5. It's a starter allowance, 16,000, going a mile in a 16th. I go with the 3, Prime Time Man on top. First time in the barn for Chucky Lawrence here for this 4-year-old gelding by Sensational. You get one of the top riders, Fergal Lynch, aboard. Been running up in New York for Carlos Martin. Some decent numbers. If the horse runs the way he's been running up in New York, he should be right there today.
Yeah, that 2-back winner, Battle Midway, came back to win around a 95 next out. Okay company there. My question is the distance. We see these races. This is another one. We're going to have them all weekend. We had them yesterday, into the day, into tomorrow. They're tough. I mean, these selections we're giving, I hope you're boxing. I mean, unless we like a slam dunk winner on top, we're going to tell you that. But you've got to mix around here. Box 2 or 3, 3 or 4 horses in some of these races where you see fit. Hopefully you get some value. This is a tough race. Primetime Man, I think, is the horse to beat. Might get back down a little bit more off of that 3-1 morning line. Kept okay company. You see that the first time of the trainer. They're doing well. Good percentage, good ROI. I just worry about the mile and a 16th distance. I think there's going to be a little bit better pace flow. Segovia is proven at a mile and a 16th stand. I think he has the best, sustainable run in this field. Just missed last time at this level. Actually, 2 heartbreakers in a row. Yeah. I think it's a little bit more flow up today. I think you're going to see Quality Interest stretch out, show some speed, as well as Philly completely coming in off of a win at Parks.
I like Segovia. You have to respect him. He's 8 for 11 here in the money at Laurel Park, but still 0 for 11. He doesn't like to win. He's still a stud colt at 7 years old, running for starter 16. Perplexing there, but third race back off the long layoff. You get Carlos Quinones, Jose Corrales, good trainer. He's having a decent meet here to start the 2017.
Yeah, tough little race, trying to see the flow. Flight Crew got a good trip, sat just off of a duel last time. Faces tougher today, stepping up off of that win for Hugh McMahon. I think it's a little bit better competition even than that 25-2 in life that he just beat. This is a wide open field. I could definitely punch the all button starting some of these multiple race gimmicks. Very tough to split this field.
Nice carryover in that late pick 5, over 3,500 starting in the 5th. All right, we're going to fly through the late pick 4 here. Race 6 kicks off the late pick 4, going a mile and a 16th, claiming 15,000 for 4-year-olds and upward. Let's take a look at a video here for the 3, North Ocean. My top pick from the Charles J. Hadry barn. This was this 8-year-old by Street Cries race last out, going a flat mile against a tough starter allowance field. North Ocean was in front around the far turn, finishes a good second to double whammy here, who's a solid runner, but still a game effort there down on the inside from North Ocean, who's an 8-year-old war horse, won 17 times, made over 400,000. Good to see Charlie J. Hadry back training horses. He had a good year last year, stabled here at Laurel Park. This horse will be in front, I think, and I love speed horses going 2 turns rather than that tricky 1-turn mile distance here at Laurel.
Yeah, Charlie's done a great job with this horse. Three wins in a row and a good second to double whammy. Double whammy didn't really fire the other night at Penn National in a starter race at 4 to 5, but he's certainly a key horse at Laurel Park. North Ocean, it's going to be a rider's race because Palladian's got pretty good speed too, Stan, the 4-horse. I can kind of see it as a lineup. I think, you look at the page, I don't know if North Ocean necessarily needs to lead. I think maybe you're going to see a take-back mode. Let Palladian go. I think he can sit just to his outside. You saw last time he was pinned down inside of double whammy. Stayed on well, but I think he can kind of prompt, pounce, and then go clear. And maybe those two, if they don't really get engaged in a duel, can kind of just dictate throughout.
All right, you got the veteran smart rider there, Steve Hamilton, on the 3. North Ocean, both Keith and I's top pick. How about Charlie J. Hadry? 22% winners last year. Before you know it, he'll be winning Maryland Million races with Missy White Oaks at 99 to 1. All right, let's turn the page. We have a video spotlight for you in race 7, another starter allowance race 4 and up, going 7 furlongs. Let's take a look here at the 7, Cuzzy's Western from the Greg Sacco barn. Big win last out.
Yeah, big win. The blinkers went on, and was that the key? Was the muddy surface the key? But whatever it was, those two things combined to a really kind of a blowout win. He's going pretty easy on the front end, just a little bit of a nudging from Trevor McCarthy. Horses behind him and kind of much in an all-out drive. And he hits ahead of the stretch and just says, see you later. Widens every step of the way. You see the short comment, eager. He was able to handle inside pressure early, running straight as a string. That's good enough, guys. We see this. You can see he's running pretty powerfully through that final 3/16 quarter of a mile. This is going to be my question for the 7. This is what I worry about. I mean, he was pretty keen with the blinkers last time out. He sat right up with the pace. It wasn't a real fast pace. Did it within himself. We've got a scratch of the great provider, but I still think there's going to be speed to his outside. Nye is definitely going to go. Grecian Prince, I don't think is going to let him get too far away. They got tangled up after about a half mile last time out. Cuzzy's Western, I'm thinking turning back, though. As sharp as that win was, Stan, I think he's going to be able to kind of make a move and keep on going against this field. Tricky horse to figure, though, to me, is the 5, Sor Orinoco for Mike Duralis and Mark Lapidus. We saw the horse come out of that race, Tomo Chachi. Sure. I think he ran last, or no, second to last. Sor Orinoco, I thought that was the cold exacta. That was the last exacta that day. Track was a little bit funky on the January 14th. Maybe he didn't like it. I think he makes like that second move in to the pace and will be tough.
I respect the 7, your top pick. I use them in the exacta. You like the 6 a little bit as well. My top pick, 2 Dare. If there is a hotly contested pace early on, Taylor Hole will have dead aim on him, turning for home at this closer's distance, going 7 furlongs. 2 Dare in good form right now for trainer Mary Epler.
And if I like Segovia, I'm going to use Super Check in here as well. I like him. I always thought he'd be a good 7 furlong horse. 2 Super Check.
All right, let's turn the page here. Almost out of time, but what a feature of the day here. Race 8, upper level, 3 other than allowance race. These races don't go too often. It's like a stake race. 3 other than allowance condition, optional claimer, 40,000, going 6 furlongs. Kind of a tricky race to handicap because Big Louis D was running against 2 other than company, allowance company, dropped down to the first level allowance company last out back in mid-December. A big-time sharp win, wire-to-wire up there at Parks. Got an eye-opening 98 buyer speed figure in that race. We haven't seen him since December 18th. Now stepping up from that first level allowance try to the 3 other than here, but I respect the barn. John Service, he's forgotten more about this game than I know, so I'll go with Big Louie D, probably right to the front early on with Georgie Vargas from the inside.
Yeah, he held pretty well. You see two back at Laurel, a good break from the rail in a big field, an 11-horse field, was able to kind of scoot away under urging and held on well against the grain of the track against Negrito. Problem is he's got Jin Make You Sin to his outside. Toss his last. He kind of was acting up before the race, broke through the gate, put a line through that. He's got some pretty good speed. I could see those two maybe hooking up somewhere around the turn. If not, Big Louie D could be gone. I think Proper Freud for Jacobson, though, is going to be really, really tough. I'm going to toss the last at Aqueduct, where he was called out 4 wide, turning back to a track where he's 2 for 2, good numbers, beating the right kind of horses. Proper Freud from mid-pack to get it done.
Yeah, the slickster Jacobson's going to have to try to make up for yesterday. Saratoga Heater, the favorite, the beaten favorite in the feature yesterday, but Proper Freud 2 for 2 here at Laurel Park, so you have to respect that, and you get Jevion Toledo aboard. Nice 3 other than allowance feature of the day there. Race 8 to kick off the late double. Race 9 going a flat mile, maiden claiming 10,000 for 3-year-old fillies. We have a video here on the 4. All This Jazz. This was the race from December 18th in the slop, going a mile and 16th against maiden 16 claimer. She was in front, turning for home. She was wide on both turns. She was wide. She ends up finishing a good second, gets a 48 by her speed figure this day. She came back on January 2nd, dropping down to maiden 10. She was a beaten 3-5 favored that day, but maybe just draw a line through that race so she can get back to this effort we see here today in that video, December 18th. All This Jazz should have an easy time here in a soft maiden 10.
Okay, I'm going to take a horse out of that race. Mama Doolittle, I thought, did all the dirty work, did pretty well going through tough fractions that day, gave way, mid-stretch. Those infractions were better than maiden special weight horses, or maiden 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Last time out, acting up again. This was a bad actor behind the gate, was caught wide. I think this turn back, this mile, off of that mile and 16th, 2 back, is going to be okay. I think this horse can get into a stalking position and maybe wear them down for trainer Brandon McFarland. Frisian Gal certainly should be tough. Nobody was beating Follow the Pedals. A horse that was working at some training center in Kentucky came up and looked like it was shot out of a cannon from the 3/16 pole. Yeah.
And came back to win as well. So Socialize, Opto Socialize in the mix here, a class dropper for trainer Graham Motion. The last race wasn't very good at all, but she has thrown in some decent efforts in the past. You get Fergal Lynch aboard. This is the easiest company she's seen, 3-1 on the 5 Socialize. We're out of time here. Dave Rodman's going to be coming up next with all of today's scratches and changes. 3 nice carryovers for you today here at Laurel Park. Best of luck.
Good luck.